And that's it on the new segment of Newsline. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I'm Joseph Johnson. We take some messages now, and when we return, Becky will be here to, of course, take over and drill all the interesting stories for you. Becky, happy International Women's Day, and I hope you got my flowers.
Choose to do this with your stew, but not your data. Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# today. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Vice-Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Professor Charles Okechukwu Esimone, on behalf of the Council, Senate, Congregation, Convocation, staff and students invites the general public to the 14th Convocation Ceremony of the University holding from 9th to 13th March 2020. Wednesday 11th March 1 p.m. Convocation lecture with guest lecturer Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman Board of Directors, African Export-Import Bank. Chairman Convocation Lecture, Professor Abubakar Rashid, Executive Secretary, NUC. Topic: Unleashing the Power of the Youth. Thursday, 12th March, 11 a.m. Award of Higher and Honorary Degrees. Friday, 13th March, 11 a.m. Award of First Degrees. Signed, Professor Carol Umobi, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Administration and Chairman, Ceremonial Committee. Barrister Philomena Okoye, Registrar.
Welcome to our wonderful world of data with these incredible new offers from your #1 4G network nationwide. Glow Unlimited.
is a land of opportunities. There's no better time to be and become an entrepreneur in Africa.
When I got my seed capital, it was just an idea. I didn't even have a business. There was no happy coffee.
Right now, we are employing 22 young people.
De recevoir le financement qui m'a aidé à démarrer cette activité et aider beaucoup.
Having been an entrepreneur myself, let me help to create more. That is the driving force behind the 20 Melu Foundation. No one but us will develop Africa. We need to look inward to see how we can share prosperity.
The future of Africa is in your hands.
Thanks for staying with Newsline. And of course, our first segment is dedicated to great women. Equal opportunities and privileges are rights women constantly demand for the world over. What better day to clamor for fairness than the International Women's Day? Better still, the 2020 theme, I Am Generation Equality, recognizes that the time for action is now. Having said that, let's bring in Momso Damian Dati to share inspiring stories that portray the strength of some outstanding Nigerian women.
Beatrice Godwin, a widow and mother of 3, all the way from Madala, a suburb of Abuja, finds her way to the city center with her tray of any seasonal fruits. At 50, matches young men pound for pound on the streets for buyers.
I lost my husband 2011. So 10 years now, I'm still suffering with the children. I'm training my children. The children is going to school. Suffer. So I started carving my tray for my head.
Meet Zainab Bubakaladima, a wife, mother, and businesswoman who has a passion to serve her people and add value to their lives. This desire drove her to venture into politics.
Finance for women is not as easy as the men. There's no in between where they'll say, oh, okay, she's a woman. This man pays 100 and she pays 50. No, you probably have to pay extra.
And here is Blessing Eze, going against all odds to also make ends meet.
I can't stay at home and write down. I want to help my husband because of men. Not all the time they will bring money.
Is it 8-year-old Hadiza, real name withheld, who has been raped?
They do me bad thing.
They do you bad thing?
Yes.
Like what?
When I'm sleeping, they do me bad thing.
Or these ones that have to beg for alms to feed on daily basis. Different experiences, different backgrounds, but all united by one common factor. They are women.
Ah, God, I have much workload on me as a woman.
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. But because my parents were not capable to send me to school, I have to go and learn handwork.
They are faced with same or similar challenges, what might be considered a global phenomenon. One of the many reasons paving way for the commemoration of the International Women's Day, to celebrate their achievements and draw attention to their rights and issues of gender parity.
Women in politics, the percentage is still low, but more can be achieved.
We are saying that we are as much qualified as the men. So how come we are not part of governance? We are saying that we can do it even better if given an opportunity.
This year's event is unique with series of activities, advocacies, rallies and empowerment programs all geared towards gender equality.
The equality we are talking is inclusion into national decision making.
Though much has been achieved, but the likes of Beatrice, Zainab and Hadiza are looking forward to brighter and better days when they have overcome their unpleasant experiences to share their success stories.
Give it to those women for not giving up on their dream. Now imagine a world without women. Dare to imagine it. I know you would rather not, because you don't want to envision a colorless planet. In other words, women are indispensable. Why then does it seem as if they are being marginalized? Why is the campaign for gender equality the burden for women to bear? Annie Daniels, who says she is proudly female, went in search of answers.
She appears soft, unassuming, simple, humble, kind-hearted, and calm. Yet she is strong, resilient, intelligent, a home builder, and the best confidant. That is the strength of a woman.
I work, my wife works, but she gets home before me, take care of the children and everything. I sometimes wonder how she does that, and that is for me a mystery.
So it can't be argued. Women have a very pivotal role in nation building.
In spite of these uncommon traits which are applied in their efforts at nation building, women insist that they are underappreciated by society.
When you are a woman and you go into politics, the men intend to try to intimidate you. And some women are stronger than the others. But some of them, even the strong ones, they break at some point on the way.
Trying to bring out you are single, you are married, it crashes what we are standing in for today. So you are single, you are an advanced single, you have the characteristics, you have the person's specification to suit the role. Your marital status shouldn't stop you.
These protestations may have amplified the idea behind the 2020 International Women's Day campaign hashtag, Each for Equal.
Most of the time, the message I say to women is, embrace the no. Understand why the no. Then see how you can change it from a no to a yes.
And for my fellow women, I would say when the opportunities are there, please let us go out and compete for these opportunities. Let's not feel like the weaker gender. Let's also believe and stand that we can do it.
From their submissions, I was moved to ask if a woman can effectively run the affairs of a nation.
Someone that can control a home, can control any business and control the nation. In fact, they have more empathy.
We see in the developed countries that it's not just the men that came up and developed, it's both men and women, and we should learn from that culture.
Why then are women, especially the black race, not given their desired position in governance?
This question is very, very deep.
Most husbands will be jealous.
It's been like that since the time of history. You understand? So the women who came out to do so well in politics in different parts of the world, they have to fight for it.
These respondents agree that empowering the Nigerian woman translates to a greater nation.
It doesn't have to be having a shop. You can have a little, capital, put it in a mutual fund, have something, earn something. You can sleep and wake up and be earning money from whatever it is. And it is financial independence is not actually about, having a lot of money. It's how you spend the little one you have.
If I'm actually doing a work of, let me say, 100,000 naira, and my wife is doing a work of, let me say, 50,000 naira, when we bring it together, it can go a long way in solving family issues.
What more can I say? Well, I'm proud to be a woman, and I align with the message of the moment, which stresses an equal world is an enabled world. So, let's build a gender-equal world for speedy socio-economic growth.
Indeed, Annie, the campaign for gender equality should be louder than ever. To attain remarkable success, women have to work twice as hard as men in order to prove their mettle. And as the world celebrates Women's Day, it's apt to talk about the possibility of balancing this inequality. Khadijat Akombi interacted with some women in Lagos, and they provided tips on how their fellows can stand out professionally.
On March 8th every year, global attention is focused on the achievement of women and challenges preventing them from realizing their potentials. This year's Women's Day is celebrated with the theme, I Am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights. I took up some women on the streets of Lagos on the International Women's Day celebration, and only this respondent is aware of the day. What do you know about the International Women's Day?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm very sorry. I don't know anything.
Empowering women, especially housewives.
giving them opportunity to have things to do. This is our environment now. They're chasing women that have small kiosks. If you chase them from the street, what's the provision for them?
For Senator Koforola Bokno Akerele and Alhaja Latifa Okunu, both octogenarians and former deputy governors of Lagos State, girl child education should be given top priority by government at all levels so that women will know their rights and contribute maximally to the development of their homes and society.
We have cause to celebrate, but we also don't have cause to celebrate because women have come a long way. There's hardly a field now where you don't have women. But at the same time, you still have so many out-of-school children, and the majority of those are girls.
If all the girls be given the opportunity to go to school, like all the boys, the women will shine. Marriage should not be a hindrance to education, and this can be done by government by having different avenues through which people can be married and then continue their education.
For a Lagos-based businesswoman who has been able to stand out in a male-dominated business, and a social scientist, hard work, determination, and home support will go a long way in ensuring that women realize their potentials.
As a mother and as a working class woman, you need the support of your husband because the husband needs to be in the picture of your activities.
How do you bring the woman? How do you build the woman to give the woman the sense of belonging, the confidence, so that whatever space she's occupying, the woman will know that this space I'm occupying is a space where, for instance, I could use to change the course of my family.
For Emmanuel Akobi, a filmmaker, another respondent, many women in Nigeria will go places if they are supported to realize their potentials.
Before they became women, they were ladies. They will tell you, I want to become. But when I get to the marriage, they live all those dreams. What's up with those things you once said you had? What's up with those things we already sharing while we were in school? Why are you not forgetting the dreams? Some women will tell you that my husband is not allowing me. No, men should stop that, man.
It is the consensus of many that gender equality and women's rights can only be realized with proper education and the required support from all stakeholders.
Who better to inspire women than women? Thanks, Khadijat. At a time when the world is celebrating the International Women's Day, one iconic Nigerian woman who has just retired from active judicial life after 43 years in the service says she intends to focus on empowering the girl child and women in general. Judicial correspondent Femi Okewo brings us a lowdown on how Justice Bachua was celebrated and the impact it can have on the development of young females.
I go away with good cheers, and I pray that the Almighty Allah answers our prayers and grant us the will to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign.
For someone who herself could have been a victim of her society's indifference to the education of the girl child if she did not have dogged and enlightened parents, it is no surprise that at every point during the series of her valedictory events across the country, Justice Zainab Bachua made it a point of duty to tell her story and encourage parents on the viability of education for the girl child. And she had a wide platform to do that as the Court of Appeal, Nigeria's second highest court, rolled out the drums to honor her for her 43 years service to the nation's judiciary, 6 of which she served as the president of the Court of Appeal. Part of the events were the inauguration of various divisions of the Court of Appeal across the country and visits to chief executives of states to seek continuous support for the court. In each of these states, glowing tributes were paid to her for her contributions to the growth of the judiciary. But this came to a surprising climax when a Daba was organized for her in her home state Gombe, something reserved only for the exceptional in the society. And then, the naming of the Gombe State Women and Children's Hospital after her. If you think Justice Zainab Bachua has had enough, then wait till you see the gathering at her special valedictory court session. They came from all over the place. The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors and jurists on the bar and the bench. A trend that extended to her 70th birthday celebrations, which marked her last day as a serving judicial officer. And there again, they were there. Governors, Supreme Court of Appeal justices, the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, and his wife. The high point of the birthday celebration was her entry into the arena along with her husband, who has always been with her all through the other celebrations, Senator Adamu Bachua. And yet again, children, most of whom are her grandchildren, were given a pride of place at the birthday ceremony.
Woman of substance, and thanks to Justice Bachua for empowering females, and we wish her all the best in retirement. Now, in our part of the world, it is considered normal for a man to relax after a hard day's work. He does this by going to the pub for a drink, chilling at a nightclub, playing golf or whatever sports, hanging out. It all borders on expressing his personal independence. Like I said, this is quite normal and widely acceptable. But the big question is, can a woman do same? How would our society judge a woman who decides to toe that line to ease stress? I can already guess your answer. My mind's eye can see some of you shaking your heads, and that's okay. Yet, in spite of the predictable answers, Nneka Onu sought to find out how working women, wives and mothers especially, unwind given the socio-cultural boundaries that limit their options.
She is a woman. Call her your helpmate. She responds with the corresponding responsibilities. Refer to her as a home builder. There she is. Call her a hustler. She knows needs must be met. Even in the men-dominated occupations, you will always find her there trying to make ends meet. Her occupation notwithstanding, her time must be shared to factor in children, husband, and house chores, amongst other things that must be attended to. And none is expected to suffer setback at the detriment of another.
Every virtuous woman has so many roles to play, both in the family, in the society, in the workplace, and so many places.
In the midst of all this, when does she get to rest and how? Do women get maximum support from men?
I used to give her 2 days vacation. Because she's a woman.
I'm always busy. In the morning I wake up, I make breakfast, and I still leave before him. And when I get back to the house, I still cook. That's dinner. And okay, the little time I have to rest will be around between 8-9.
While some women say they rest at night, no. What if their bedmates decides that it is time to perform your conjugal obligation? What happens? Will you still rest? When do you now rest?
You don't rest. At night, you find out that most time you work up to 11, and when you work up to 11 and rest, maybe you go to bed around, say, past 11, you find out that before 3 a.m. or even some 3 a.m. they are awake.
When I come back, I continue where I stopped. At night, I will say I will rest a little bit. You know, woman mountain now. When he comes back, at night, he will not allow you to rest. So I can't actually specify the time I will take my rest.
Wait a minute. Do you know that stress without rest can have medical implications? Let's hear from this health expert.
When you stress yourself, when you're under stress, you tend to develop hypertension. These women that goes through this stress, many of them does not produce enough and quality breast milk for the baby that they are breastfeeding. And it has a lot of other mental effects.
What a wonderful creature. Always resourceful, ready to give in her best. I mean, a virtuous woman. She always deserves the best and good opportunity to rest. Oh, don't you think so?
So men, please, women must find time to rest, to relax, and let their hair down. It's needful, considering how hard they work. Let's pause here for some commercial messages. Stay with us.
Be nice.
You're welcome.
Please, where's the restroom?
Or just go into your right. Thank you.
Mommy, it's me.
Now, Glow 4G, the wrong thing.
Data is oxygen. Glow 4G, the new speed of life. Your #1 4G network nationwide. The very best from Glow, the grandmasters of data.
The Universal Health and Economic Empowerment Foundation, in partnership with Noble Gate Projects Limited, presents the Maiden National Agricultural and Industrial Trade Fair with the theme Economic Recovery and Growth of the Agricultural and Industrial Sector in Nigeria. Special guest of honor, His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. Chief host, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja, Malam Muhammad Bello. Chairman of the occasion, Senator Abdullahi Adamu. Guest of honor, the 36 state governors, ministers, heads of agricultural research institutes, and all local government chairmen. Venue, Old Parade Ground, Area 10, Abuja. Date, Saturday 7th March to Sunday 16th March 2020. Time, 9 a.m. daily. For sponsorship details, call 0701-234-5727 or 0705-345-3144 or visit our website www.uheef.org. The Maiden National Agricultural and Industrial Trade Fair Abuja 2020. Come and be part of development.
As each day comes alive, life throws new challenges at everyone. But whichever road you find yourself, no matter the turn of events, no matter the terrain of the weather, you need a partner you can trust 24/7. Introducing NNPC Lubricants. Superior quality engine lubricants for better efficiency from the trusted stable of NNPC Retail. NNPC Lubricants, made to the highest standards with the best intentions for your engine. NNPC Lubricants, available in all NNPC outlets and other accredited dealers nationwide. NNPC Lubricants, superior quality from NNPC Retail. NNPC Lubricant, no my papa on me.
You heard them yourselves, folks. Thousands of fans from across Nigeria have come together to witness the global phenomenon. It's the artist ruling the airwaves, the one with a voice that makes the continent dance. Brace yourself for a performer like no other. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the sensational top vocalist of this generation. It's the legend. It's you watching. You are the yellow star the world is waiting for. So hurry, register now. MTN Yellow Star needs you. Sign up to audition your way to becoming the first yellow star. You stand a chance of winning 1-year recording contract, a fully furnished house with an in-house studio, a brand new car, and so much more.
Yellow, yellow star.
Wake up, nothing can hold us down. Get up, born to wear the crown.
Breakfast today, every day.
food, good life.
When I was pregnant, I worried you would look like your dad. But look at you. After 6 months, I worried about the right foods to give you. Now you've grown so much, but doctor says anemia can affect your growth and slow your learning.
Mom is right. 7 out of 10 kids in Nigeria suffer from iron deficiency, which can cause anemia. 1 meal of Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus provides 50% of your child's daily iron needs to support proper growth and learning.
That's reassuring. Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
So you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Gotta take your bliss now. I love the way it tastes. Feel the pure bliss burn from the toes to your face. Gotta take your bliss now. Feel the bliss today. Say oh, 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 oh. Gotta take. Feel the bliss today. Say oh, 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 oh.
Light up your day with Pure Bliss milk cookies. Also available Pure Bliss milk cream wafers and rich cocoa biscuits.
Son, being good at something requires strength. It requires putting in more. That's why the new improved Bonvita is packed with vitality and a richer, creamier taste.
Welcome back. Shareholders of Vitafilm Nigeria PLC are counting their gains following the company's increase in turnover from 17.6 billion naira in 2018 to 20.3 billion naira in 2019. Hingino John Adams reports on other aspects of Vitafilm's 58th annual general meeting in Lagos.
Vitafilm is a household name in Nigeria, having been in operation for 58 years. The company's products are present in practically every home as pillows, mattresses, or furniture. As the brand name continues to grow with several subsidiaries springing up, the financial year ended 2019 witnessed a growth with profit before tax at 2.4 billion naira as against 619.3 million naira in 2018. Profit after tax in 2019 stood at 1.57 billion against 486.10 million naira in 2018.
Right now what we're doing is to greatly work on research and development, innovating new products that meets the demand of the economy. Not just leaving it at what we used to have. We have looked at our products. We have taken our product away from what used to be to a new realm where people now get value for their money.
In view of its impressive performance, the board of directors recommended a dividend payout of 525 million naira, translating to 42 kobo per ordinary share of 50 kobo each, as against 25 kobo per share in 2018.
I'm very happy investing in Vitafilm. Reason being that you can see the turnout of shareholders.
In fairness to Vitafilm, they try to make sure that the payout, which is dividend that comes to shareholders, gets better year in, year out, notwithstanding the condition that they find themselves in terms of performance.
The shareholders are optimistic that the financial growth will be maintained or surpassed in the current financial year and beyond.
From the corporate world, we proceed to a wedding. One of the moments parents look forward to with religion, politics, and tribe.
Include National and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed, former and serving governors, lawmakers, as well as traditional rulers. They are all gathered as witnesses at the solemnization of holy matrimony between Nefisat Mahmood and Olurotimi Daniel, son of former Ogun State Governor Otubagbenga Daniel, which took place in Lekki, Lagos. Primate of the Church of the Lord Worldwide, Most Reverend Rufus Oshitedu, supervised as the bride and groom exchanged marital vows.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Noting that the marriage institution was created by God to promote companionship and ensure that children are brought up with love and positive values, the Bishop of Remo Diocese Anglican Communion, the Most Reverend Michael Fakwe, in a sermon, frowned at the increasing rate of divorce in the society and how people take pride in single parenting.
Where husband and wife join hands together to raise children in godly way, those children will become products that will make their environment, their nation, their country even great.
What followed was the official public presentation of the couple as man and wife.
God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit.
At a colorful reception, guests, including wife of the Vice President, Dolapo Shimbajo, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, and his counterpart from Oyo, Osun, and Ekiti States, as well as former governors, were on hand to receive the new couple who entered the reception in style. Supervising the cutting of the wedding cake, wife of the Vice President, Dolapo Shimbajo, gave the couple tips on how to make their union blissful.
So can you give me an L? Can you give me an O? A V? E? Joy only.
While congratulating the couple, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun urged them to love one another and make God the cornerstone of their home.
But one particular day that every parent looks forward to is a day that his or her son or daughter is getting married. I want to thank the Almighty God that we're all here to witness an occasion like this.
The groom's father, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, was no doubt a fulfilled man as he advised the new couple.
They must appreciate that they are starting life anew. They need to be their friends, and they must cooperate with themselves.
Olurotimi Daniel also shared his feeling about his heartthrob with Newsline.
I feel great. I think she's the complete package. She's every man's dream.
Life to the bride and groom. Moving on, for an institution to remain afloat for over 1 century and counting is no mean feat. This is the story of the foremost secondary school east of the Niger, Hope Waddell Training Institution, Calabar, as the drums were rolled out to celebrate the 125th anniversary of the school with an endowment fundraising dinner by the Old Students Association from all over the world. Paul Abel reports that Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, represented President Muhammadu Buhari at the epoch-making event.
Since its establishment in 1895 by Scottish missionaries, Hope Waddell Training Institution has been molding young persons in various vocations, character, and learning. Several great men who have contributed to the advancement of Nigeria and the world are products of the school, which include Nigeria's first president, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Alvan Ikoku, Dr. Akanu Ibiam, Sir Dennis Osadebe, Professor Eyoita, Chief Emeka Hayanku, First Indigenous Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Akinwale Edet Wey, and the current one, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibaz, among others. After 125 years, the standard which made the school an epicenter of unity, bringing students from all over the country, is taking a back seat, and the old students want to return the school's glory. The essence of this gathering, therefore, by the Old Students Association, is to raise 125 million naira as takeoff for a foundation and an endowment fund to raise the standards of the school, which churned out professionals in various fields of endeavor.
I believe that if we can take the lessons of what this institution stood for and still stands for, our country will develop and go forward.
We want to return Hope Bottle to an institution on which it was established.
After the launching, we should be able to build another Hope Bottle in Hope Bottle.
The Chief of the Naval Staff has benefited immensely from the training at the Hope Bottle.
The anniversary lecture delivered by Professor Fiong chronicles the history of the institution, its impact, and the future of education in Nigeria, focusing on student-centered learning, flexibility, technology, scholarship, and role modeling.
All of us have come from all over the world to support this, all right? We are Ibibio, we are Efik, we are Yoruba, we are Igbo, we are from all over Nigeria, all right? So I think if we can pull this off, this is going to be something that's going to be good for Nigeria.
We are also hoping that the infrastructure that have decayed will be fixed.
Distinguished Award of Public Service was presented to the SGF and other old students who have outstanding performances in their various fields of endeavors within and outside the country. It was not just a night of speech making. The True Valor magazine was also launched, while the audience was entertained with heartwarming music.
Congratulations to Hope Waddell on this celebration. Let's go on another break. Keep it here.